Good morning. Hello everyone, welcome to Energised You, episode 16, question and answers with Shane and Ray. So this morning's topic is one that I think is just relevant to everyone on this planet. And we're talking about at least 5 steps to help you prevent depression. Because depression is a chronic thing, it's non-discriminatory, anyone can get depression. I would suggest that everyone in their life has had either mild depression or severe depression for a short period of time or for a chronic period of time. And so we want to talk about in our experience both as a physical education instructor and ex-professional fighter, so a long-term athlete, and myself as well as a long-term athlete, but as a practitioner of Oriental medicine and natural therapies, what we see and what we know works to help people deal with, don't get depression is the best thing, prevention better than cure, but when you feel it creeping in, steps to take advantage, take control and move on. Cool. So Shane wants to talk about what he sees in the gym situation.
Yeah, so a couple of 5 tips I'll talk to you about your first 2. Number 1, guys, is obviously the first thing is exercise. Like exercise is release of dopamine, which is your happy hormones. It's such a battle for people. You know what I mean? Like one of our biggest challenges as a personal trainer is motivation and accountability. Absolutely. And if people literally exercise every day, I probably wouldn't have a job. So our main job for people is to get them off the couch and get them here. Like with our clients at our gym, look, I've got awesome clients. It's been doing this for nearly 12 years, and over the years, my clients have gotten better and better and better as my business has scaled, and we've got more targeted. We predominantly work with 35 plus mums and dads, most of the mums, And exercise is the number 1 prevention and cure of depression. You know what I mean? I've seen over the years, people, there's a lot of people shoving, antidepressants down their throat these days, but they're not really preventing it before they get there. You know what I mean? Exercise is the number 1 thing I've seen to prevent and cure depression. I've seen that happen. Look, the most common reason people sign up with a personal trainer is that they're depressed. Okay. Interesting. Literally, they have a why, and they're depressed about something in their life. And actually, to be even more detailed, and I'll get very. Another common thing is they're recently single, which is very common. So another common form of mild depression is breaking up a relationship and change. So the number 1, it's one of a main common characteristic. I do between 3 to 5 initial consultations a week, a little bit more this time of year, of new clients coming into the gym, and a very common thing I see is a recently single female, or recently single whatever, or a long-term single person. So one of the common causes of wanting to change is depression. You know what I mean? And they realise they need to make a change, and on top of, even though it's sort of prevention, the good thing with exercise, it does both. You know what I mean? And for myself, I've dealt with mild forms of depression. How I prevent myself, everyone goes through it. But I think the number 1 reason I'm very optimistic and I'm very positive is to exercise 5 to 6 days a week. You know what I mean?
So and you exercise through those times where you're feeling
100%. Well, what I do is, that's prevention. Now the cure is I've had some, we all have negative, we all have times life gets in the way, and there's one thing that I always lean back and do is my health. Most people, when something bad happens, some, they turn to alcohol, they turn to drugs, they go inside, they really cocoon up into their life. For me, it's about getting out, you know what I mean? And the number 1, I've dealt with, relationship breakups, people dying, everyone goes through that in life. But exercise for myself has been my cure to feel better when I'm in a bad spot, you know what I mean? And so it goes both ways for me. 1, I train 5 to 6 times a week, usually 6, sometimes 5, depending on my thing. So I think I'm a big believer is that number 1 is I eat a really nice, pretty clean diet. It's a very Oriental diet. Ray's spoken to me and educated me about green leafy vegetables, white meat, a lot of like seasonal produce, were very important. And exercise for me, and what I've seen over the 12 years of being involved in this industry, it's the prevention and the cure. And another reason I see a lot of my clients come to me is they say, I want to exercise because I want to feel better about myself.
Yeah. So I think that's the key thing is when we're in a state of depression, and certainly I see this in my clinic all the time. I mean, I simply ask you, on a scale of 1 to 10, on a well-being scale, if we think of your state of contentment in life, so everything feels just right. If 10 is feeling blissful and 1 is miserable, I don't want to get out of bed and face the day, what number pops into your head immediately when I talk about that? Scale of 1 to 10. And so we take that as a gauge. Now, if you're in that sort of middle range, 5, 6, 7, that's pretty average. If you're down on the 1, 2, 3, well, there's something we really got to work with and deal with. Because this chronic depression is not just a state of mind, it's actually a state of health and well-being. Now, Shane is coming really from the fitness model, and of course, people are coming into a gym, doing a challenge because they want to feel better about themselves.
100% vitality.
And that's the big why. And look, there is hormonal stuff involved, but it can go right back to birth. Look, if your parents were regular self-medicators by alcohol, pharmaceutical drugs and recreational drugs, well, that's going to affect the child. And unfortunately sets them up for more of a state of having disorders in their life. So first of all, self-medication, change your self-medication. I self-medicate by exercise. I self-medicate by doing some meditation, breathing exercise.
Sure.
So exercise, as Shane says, stimulates your happy hormones. But did you know, Shane, that one of the happy hormones, or the antidepressant hormones that's stimulated, is called serotonin. Now, serotonin, we think, this comes out of the main glandular system in the brain function, but in fact, 90% of your serotonin comes through your gut. So it's produced in your gut. So your gut, for me, is the most important thing. So we see people coming into the gym all the time at my clinic, and particularly if they're overweight, well, the first thing we've got to look at to get them fit and healthy is their gut health. So everyone needs a probiotic. Everyone needs a probiotic, some sort of fermented foods that are actually rehabilitating your gut.
Sauerkraut's a good one.
Sauerkraut is a good regular one. Things like kombucha, these fermented things, and then probiotic. We do a range of probiotics and stuff that we promote to our members here and our clients because we know they're great for you if you really want to change your health. Now, here's a little interesting thing that when you were born, Shane, when you were born, right, and you were born, we agree you were born,
I was born.
Now, it's so important that last passage through your mum's birth canal, he is covered with something called inoculum. So this is bacteria, specially designed just through the birth canal that covers him. So he comes out with all this, what we think of as muck over him, but that's actually essential immune building bacteria. And so that bacteria then goes to form the other brain in the body, and that bacteria forms your gut brain. So when you say something like, I've got a gut feeling about that, that's that second brain actually speaking. And that's so important. Now, if you're a caesarean baby, you've missed out on that inoculum. And therefore we see great problems with immune systems, great problems with even things like obesity, etc., because you missed out on that initial. So more important, use probiotics as well.
Cool. So we're going to roll into the next one. We're going to get quite in depth at. Second one, guys, is community. Now, this is a big thing. And I just had a plane ride over New Zealand last week, and I actually wrote down some of my own thoughts about, why I think people succeed or don't succeed with their health and fitness training. I'm designing a talk. Guys, if you want to come hear me speak, also next Wednesday night at 6:45 p.m. at my gym. I'm doing a free talk about all this stuff we're talking about today, but more the exercise and mindset and how to balance your life. The second thing is community. Now, community is so important, you know what I mean? Like me and Ray, we train in a martial arts gym. I think the main reason we go is the community. It's a male community, it's a lot of common friends. Like I've been training there for 17 years myself, Ray's been there for 10 years. and it's a community that's built. Now, I think on top of the exercise, where we go and train, it's a martial arts gym. It's, our coach Vincent, it's called Puma in Burleigh, just around the corner from here. The exercise is one thing, but the exercise gets us there, but the community makes us stay there.
That's right.
I mean, and that's going into another thing. But the reason the community is so beneficial for people is the feel of loneliness. You know what I mean? Like, you don't feel lonely if you go somewhere that you actually know people and you know, like, and trust them, and they know, like, and trust you, and it becomes family. Like, community is so important. Like, the circle influence is so important. Who you spend time with on a consistent basis is so important. Absolutely. And if you're going to, for it's our coach Vincent has created a very positive environment. It's a very male-dominated environment, which obviously means, and there's females that train there, and they love it, and there's getting more females, we've noticed over the years. But, for us, it's the community that we go there because we love the training, we go there and we keep going there because we love the people that go there as well. But that's a big part of a human need.
Absolutely.
It's a human need. It really is. And I think a lot of people that suffer from depression are unbalanced. That's one thing. It's a hormonal imbalance depression. You know what I mean? That's the scientific term for it. But I think if you're, it's from your gut, but also the reality of it is the personal balance of going to the community. Like, my studio is set up to be a safe, supportive, non-judgmental environment. Okay? It's not competition based, it's not about, punching and choking each other like me and Ray do, it's different. But the reality of it is it's a warm, friendly community, and my staff, the values are drilled into them. We care about our clients. We check up on them. We make sure, we let them know that we care. We want them to succeed. So community is so important. Now, I'm not saying you need to go to a community like what I go to, what I provide or what we go to go and train, but you need to find your tribe. You need to find your tribe. You need to find who is going to help you grow, make you feel better about yourself, whatever. So anyway, next week.
Hopefully a positive tribe, because we know there are lots of tribes out there that breed negativity and breed the anger and stuff in us.
Right, number 3.
Yeah. So we've got that. We've got exercise, we've got community, we've got gut health. For me, breathing. Every single person I treat, I teach them breathing exercises.
Meditation.
Breathing lowers your blood pressure. Breathing lowers your heart rate. Breathing settles yourself down so you really get down into the core, a groundedness. Now, if you just spend 5 minutes of solid breathing, what you're going to find is that your whole system relaxes. You will feel so much better in yourself and about yourself as well. So it's a cool thing, and I just recommend people just long rhythmic breathing consistently for just slow count of 4 in, hold for 1, out for 5. Now do that for 1 minute every hour. Yeah. Just challenge you. Do breathing for 1 minute every hour, you're going to make a change. And then the next one for me is also meditation. Now that will combine, if you start breathing exercises, then you can start meditation. Because what's happening when we're in depression, we've got all this anxiety and this, you've got your sort of teenager mind who's impulsive, telling you one thing, all the negative stuff, all the things that are going wrong, and then you've got your sage mind saying, it's okay, settle down. Now, I believe it's someone called Esther Hicks who basically says, look, I am where I am, and that's okay. Now, I work with that as a little mantra. I am where I am, and that's okay. I add on it because I know where I'm going. So for me, I need a motivation. And I think that's the thing, that's the big fifth one for me, is that motivation. What is it that motivates you to get out of there, to go and do stuff, to do things? And I think the best way to get motivated is help someone else.
Yeah.
We've got one of our members here, Dave Sortel. Dave Sortel's limited to a wheelchair. He makes a full life, but from a wheelchair. Now he goes out and he says, look, anyone else out there who's feeling the same way I do, come and spend time with me, have a coffee. Yeah. What a great idea. Yeah. So, and once again, that idea of community, but it is all about this self-esteem. Knowing that someone else wants to spend time with you. Sure. Feels good.
So let's wrap it up, Ray. So number 1, exercise. Number 2 is community. Number 3,
nutrition, gut health.
Number 4,
breathing and meditation.
And number 5,
help service.
So we're going to wrap it up with that, guys. That's episode number 16. Remember rightly, See you next week. Please PM with the questions if you want anything answered.
Fabulous. Thank you.